Hey guys, and welcome to Fill In Friday. This week we're going to talk about hidden gems, guitars that exist that are a far cry from something they're equivalent to in price, and you may not know they exist. So let's talk about that. First guitar that we're going to talk about that's a biggie right now is Suhr guitars. Suhr is spelled S-U-H-R. Suhr was a master builder at Fender Guitars, and he started his own line of instruments, including the pedal. I own the Riot pedal, which is a fantastic pedal, but Suhr guitars are very expensive, averaging from about $3,000 to $4,000 for essentially a Strat style guitar that has a performance like a Tom Anderson Ibanez kind of feel to it. Now, he has an affordable line at $2,000, which is a very stripped down version, and it's still $2,000. So what do you do if you have your hankering for a Suhr guitar and your budget is not that? Well, the guitar I would recommend to you is the Ibanez RT. T, not RG, RT. The RT series is made in Japan. They no longer make it. And when you go on eBay and Reverb to look for them, they will pop up. There's not a lot of them. And they range from $150 to a max of $500 is what they usually go for. This is an Ibanez RT 12-string. Now, what makes RT uniquely amazing is they are made in Japan. Their necks will feel a lot familiar to the Suhr guitars, and the fact that they are not thin like the Wizard Ibanez necks, and they are not thick as the Fender C-Cut. They are right in the middle. This feels very familiar. If you're a Fender player, this will feel good to your hands. If you're an Ibanez player, this will feel good to your hands because it's right in the sweet spot in the middle, just like Suhr, which is why people are kind of gravitating to his necks. 12-inch radius fretboards, the same, right? They are made in Japan. Okay, this one has Kluson tuning keys. Again, this is a 12-string, which is kind of cool. I have a little overdrive going. Right? They just got a... This is one of the most expensive RTs on the market, ranging at about $500. So, the RTs, alder bodies instead of basswood. They are hardtails and tremolo style bridges. A lot of times will come with installed DiMarzios or the Ibanez equivalent, which is a DiMarzio style pickup. So, what you're getting is this, and so you know, your mind is usually blown because a Japanese Ibanez guitar of this kind of quality with these features, you would expect to spend even used $500 to $1,000, $500 to $1,000. So the fact that nobody knows what they exist is why they live in cheap land. So I'm kind of ruining it for a lot of guys who have been buying them up and enjoying them. They even have flame maple tops that make them look like the Suhrs. Again, amazing guitars. Ibanez RT series. And as far as I know, they're all Japanese, but please look in the descriptions to make sure they are. At some point, they made a switch to Korea, and as far as I know, that would probably be great, but definitely an amazing guitar. If you're looking for a Suhr and you want a guitar in the $500 less budget, the Ibanez RT. Now, since we're talking about Suhr, let's talk about Suhr's kind of main competitor in that market, and that would be Tom Anderson. Now, Tom Anderson is very expensive, like Suhr, and very good, like Suhr. And if you're looking for a guitar like that, Tom Anderson's two equivalents will be first, Zion. Z, or if you're in Canada, Z. Z-I-O-N, Zion. Zion guitars, if you Wikipedia it, you'll get the true story. I can't remember every detail about every guitar ever. But Zion is, at some point, or was, Tom Anderson. There's affiliation. Tom Anderson has a loose connection, somehow, to Schecter guitars and to Zion. So I don't know what that connection is. I'm sure there's a Wikipedia out there to help you. Zion guitars are made in the USA. They look exactly like Tom Anderson's, because they basically are. And I have seen Zion guitars go on eBay for $1,000, even though they're made in USA, with amazing paint jobs that would rival the Tom Andersons now hitting $5,000. So a Zion is a gem in the rough. Please check it out. The other guitar that would be like a Tom Anderson is a Schecter, because Schecter, for somehow in that connection, how Schecter and Tom Anderson are connected, Schecter does make guitars that are like Tom Anderson. Now you have to look back into the used areas of Schecter back in the day when they made some Telly type guitars. They made some Strat style guitars. Now I know they reissued that again. I'm not familiar with the new reissues. I'm just talking about the old Korean ones that were really good from, let's say, 10 years ago. So those models will have a very Tom Anderson feel, including a very Tom Anderson headstock. My understanding is even so, the famous Tom Anderson slug style pickups, you'll even see those in those Schecter guitars. So again, Tom Anderson, you want to look at Zion guitars. Hey, question for my Canadian friends out there. If it's Zion, would it be Z-Ion? I'm not trying to be funny, I'm just being serious about this. Z-Ion, or is it just still Zion? Anyways, so you can comment on that, how stupid that was for me to say that. So Zion or Schecter guitars for Tom Anderson, and of course Ibanez RT with the T series, which is definitely worth checking out, especially if you're looking for some kind of high-end Japanese guitars dirt cheap. What's funny to me is you can get an RT for less than an RG with the features you like, which is tremolo and hardtail versus Floyd, and a slightly rounder neck, and alder versus basswood. So definitely cool guitars to check out. As always, if you like the videos, please hit like and subscribe. And if you like this, if you like me to keep exposing, or not exposing, but talking about what guitars are like expensive guitars, I would be glad to do more of these videos. Please put that in the comments, and I'll try to anchor out some of these too as well. And as always, thank you for your time, and know your gear.